We are back again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. Hello, everybody. So I'm very sorry I'm facing the sun, so don't mind me when I'm doing some things. All right. We are going to take a listen to the interview. It was a podcast by State of the Nation. So the guest was Mr. Mashaba. So he was being interviewed and spoke. Now there was some backford. Now in this interview, there was a time where the guy, actually the host, was actually saying to Mashaba, I think they were talking about the mayorship and also Joburg and everything, where he actually said that he was hard-fought. That means he was tired, okay, of the way things are happening in Joburg. All right. Now we all know, guys, that in Joburg at the moment it's not good when it comes to services and stuff like that. Okay. So I think now, because it affects the people of Joburg, now people are starting to lash out. They're starting to actually show their anger and everything like that. But unfortunately, sometimes when it affects people that are not in suburbs, or people that are not in places where it's actually only, like Emakaya and stuff like that, people, they don't talk about it. They don't lash out. They don't complain. They don't shout. Okay. They shout when things starts to affect them. Okay. Anyway, let me not talk too much, but there was this thing of them, talking to each other like that. And it was like, I thought actually it was going to be stopped, that interview. Or I thought actually that Mashaba is going to leave because, they were just going back forth and everything. Mashaba, he always hits back, every time. But also, I've actually compared his interview and also the way things went, and also with how Julius Malema, Mr. Malema, actually handles these type of things. I still say, guys, I'm sorry, but I still say that actually Malema, when it comes to these type of things, he handles them very well. Okay, he is not playing. He handles them very well, and you will even see that he will pose questions back to them, to the host, and in such a way that the host will be like, "Hey, I don't know why did I actually got here?" But anyway, without any waste of time, let's go and take a listen, and I hope you enjoy. Please like the video, guys, and please subscribe. Let's go.
Mayors, right? We know it. We lived through it. We lived through Guamanda. We lived through Topelo Ahmed here in Johannesburg. They did the same thing in Ekurhuleni. And, my first thought was that they're doing this to you. And you're going to end up with a puppet mayor in the city of Tshwane who's going to be forced to toe a line, or else they will also forever have a gun at your back, right? And the only definite loser out of that is going to be the citizens of the city of Tshwane.
Yeah.
So this wasn't so much about the DA. This is more about the Gauteng ANC's plan of putting in puppet mayors that they can control, because even in your case, in the city of Tshwane, you don't have the numbers. Therefore, you are at their mercy, and soon enough, they can get their levers on the till.
I think for me, I take that as an insult, Mike, that you insult my intelligence and my integrity. And,
I'm not. Sorry. Just before we go on, I'm not questioning your integrity. It's not your integrity that I'm questioning. I'm questioning the integrity of your partners in this particular case.
But then, Mike, why don't you question my relationship with the DA on 2 occasions, actually, where working to really step me at the back, dishonesty. You remember the DA pulling out Johannesburg to collapse, to be under ANC control, is because of the DA. I don't think anyone is not aware about this. It's something that I find it totally unacceptable as to why it's like the DA is the only political party that can do the right thing, not anyone who looks like me. So that is why I take it personal. And whether it's unfair or not, I'm not prepared to apologize to anyone, because if anyone says anyone who looks like me cannot really make the right decisions in the face of a political party that has tried on so many occasions to stab me at the back. The political party that refuses to provide services to poor communities. Honestly, I will not regret to anyone or apologize to anyone, and I expect people to keep their prejudices and their biasness.
Okay, well, it does not come out of prejudice. This comes out of a place where I hear you talking about services to poorer communities, which is necessary, right? But it seems like absolutely nobody is speaking for the ratepayer, the person who pays for the party, who pays the bills, right? What do they get out of this?
Okay, Mike, fortunate enough, I'm 65. More than half of my life under an apartheid system in Pretoria, in a village called Raharamutsu, where we had no water, no electricity. It
was an evil system that many South Africans moved to dismantle across the board, right? And it's gone. And those perpetrators are gone and dead, and we moved into a new South Africa. And then those people that were entrusted, the babysitters of the new South Africa, chose to rape the baby, right? And I'm saying that is in now.
Who corrupted ANC? Who corrupted ANC? Please look at the court papers every day. Look at the people behind the corruption of the ANC.
Yeah.
Were they corrupted by black business?
They were corrupted by whoever they were corrupted by. I mean...
So you don't know that one?
Well, there's a whole host of them.
We're going television now. When look at court proceedings, look at the people behind the corruption of the ANC. And I'm not really saying that I blame everyone, but what I'm trying to say is that, please, Mike, if you guys don't want to open the wounds of the past, don't really say to me.
But you're the one opening the wounds of the past, not me.
Yes, no. I'm opening them up because you're forcing me to open them up.
I'm asking you for your decision.
Because when you are saying, no, I must work with the DA, I'm not going to work with the DA.
I'm not saying work with the DA. I'm saying your actions have put the ANC back into power.
Yes, because if I did not put the ANC back into power, then Tshwane will not have government. Do you recognize that? Because if you look at the electoral outcome, if you believe in democracy, if you look at the DA bloc, and the Freedom Front Plus. Without ActionSA, they can't govern. And we took a decision after realizing that they wanted to stab us. Then the ANC and EFF bloc, they cannot.
So then own that decision, but don't blame apartheid.
No. Because why blame apartheid? Because you are saying, no, I must work with the DA.
No, I'm saying own your decision. Own your decision. Your decision isn't justified by apartheid. No. Your decision is justified because you wanted to put the ANC and the EFF back into power. And you've done that. So own that decision. And I'm
proud
in doing that.
I'm very
proud.
Very proud. I'll have the South African flag at the highest mountain for having taken that decision to remove the DA from Tshwane because they wanted to kill me and I decided to kill them first. I'm very proud and I'm not going to apologize to anyone about it.
But own the decision. Yes, own the decision for what it is. Right?
Give me a South African flag with you want me to write?
Okay. Now
I'm very proud that I own that decision.
That's perfect, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Herman Mashaba and I are actually good friends, but we're not going to agree on everything. But now, we're going to go into far calmer waters. For that against the odds, I can't, praise you enough for that. That is a lesson for every South African. But I'm sure one of the things that you understood was that the person who broke it is unlikely to be the person to be able to fix it. Especially when, if you've got an accountant that embezzles your company, they're probably not the best person to fix up your accounts, right? We all know that. This is sort of business 101.
Yeah.
And I am very skeptical of the intentions of the ANC.
But why must I work with a political party that subjected me for 300 years to...
They didn't. And let's stop there because you can't
I'm saying is, why do you feel comfortable for me to say no? The ones that actually put you under misery, brutality, in a savage manner for 300 years. And we forgave in 1994 to work together. And they're still really going on to say, no, poor people cannot get the services. And you expect me, I must work with them.
Herman, I'm saying that's a very, very lazy and inflammatory argument.
Then I'm happy to be lazy.
No, I'm saying it's an inflammatory argument purely because, to go back beyond the issue at hand.
If you are saying the ANC cannot be reformed, but then how do you expect me that I must say people who oppressed me for 300 years, destroyed my race for 300 years, that they will be reformed?
Because as far as I recall, it wasn't the Democratic Alliance. So, all I'm saying is that we've got an uncomfortable history. We can't put a gloss on it, but we did decide to move forward. Those very people entrusted to move.
Who voted for the National Party?
20% of the population in 1994.
No. I'm saying about the white population from 1948. What percentage did of the white vote did?
They used to poll about 60% of the vote, right? So in other words, you're talking about 60% of 5% of the population. That works out to about 3% of the total population of South Africa today, if the numbers were still the same.
And in that parliament, have you got an idea in terms of the real opposition that Helen Suzman stood for?
Yes.
What percentage did they represent?
They used to get a tiny percentage. She had one seat. Right?
One seat, and that is
So and those are the roots of the Democratic Alliance, right? So let's,
and right now, I can tell you, the Democratic Alliance of today is a replica of the National Party of yesterday that actually nearly destroyed my life. But unfortunately enough, they destroyed the lives of millions of black people.
So tell our people.
Now, you see, guys, when it comes to Mashaba, I think I can even say that, I think there is that thing between him and also the DA, and I think it's something that's not going to be resolved easily like that. We all know the history between them and stuff like that. So that is why everywhere he goes, every question is being asked, he always puts the DA, and especially if he's interviewed by a white person, he always puts this thing off the DA and stuff like that. It is just like, that is why I will also compare it, okay? I'm very sorry for those who are EFF. Compare it with Zuma and Malema, okay? It is just going to have those things inside of them. That means every time when they're supposed to be coming together, when they're supposed to be working together, it's going to be the same thing, okay? There is no way they are going to work together, like that, because they still have those things that are hanging on them, like hating each other. Yeah, this one is this, is that. Now, you can even tell that actually Mashaba, well, I can say that perhaps maybe, he handled it well in terms of ending up posing questions to the guy. And you could tell that actually, you see, if you are an interviewer, and you are attacking someone, chances are that person might ask you questions back. And obviously, the person that you are interviewing will expect answers from you, especially if you are attacking them. Just like what Mashaba was doing. He was posing questions back to him, and he can't answer because he's a host, And the only answer he says, yeah, well, it was what. He just puts an answer there and then he leaves, okay? But anyway, guys, you see, what is happening in Joburg, guys, it's very interesting. And this guy actually is fighting against this thing of Mashaba coming together with the ANC, while the ANC, they have failed, okay? And then also he's got a problem of saying that ActionSA, when Mashaba was still a mayor in Cape Town, he actually failed. So he says that, why then do we have to trust you? And then he says that the mayor of Pretoria or of Tshwane, that mayor there is going to be a puppet or everything like that, okay? But we don't know, guys, because it's still early for Mayor Nasipi, okay, for Mrs. Nasipi, I forgot her name, Nasipi Moya, okay? Is it Moya? Yeah, Moya. Now, so far so good, because she is always around. Okay, she's always doing something, she's always checking things, she's always trying to be active. Okay, because that is very important, guys. You can be a mayor, you can be a MEC, you can be what, but if you are not active, if you are not all over the place trying to fix things, it's better if we say you failed but we saw you trying. It's better that way, instead of you we didn't see nothing, you are just quiet, you are not doing anything, it's quiet. Okay, and it's very interesting that actually when Mashaba was there, he was posed these questions and then he was handling them, even though I think that sometimes he could have done a bit better in terms of other questions. These people, when they attack, guys, they attack. When they pose questions to you in attack, that was an attack. I don't care what you call it. I saw a video which they call it a Mashaba was cooked. Okay, it's sort of like cooked, or maybe sort of like put in a corner. But I think he handled it very well. Okay, he handled it very well. But I think those questions that were asked to him, they were very important. Okay, you can learn 2 things, 3 things over there, and everything like that. Mashaba always likes to go back and say, "I grew up in what." Mashaba. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, hey, I don't want to lie to you. YouTube, it's a very difficult platform. Really, it's a very difficult platform, and but we will keep on trying, guys. We will keep on trying, and all of that. Okay. By the way, I've got a TikTok account. I will put it in the description if you want to go there. Well, in that side, I'm doing better. I'm doing better, guys. I don't know. Sometimes people, man, I don't know, but people behave as if like they are the only ones. They are the only platforms in this world. But anyway, it's fine. Let's go, guys. Please like, as I said, please, you can subscribe. Sharp, sharp, you have a good day. Mocha, mocha.